Hello, and welcome to City Cruise Live, where today we're going to be playing some more Danganronpa. I think my volume's okay. I think my headphones are just low. Give me a second. Oh. Okay. So last we left off, pretty sure we were in a trial. It was going for quite a while, and I guess we have to still try and figure out who killed Angie and Tenko. I'm not too sure why this thing hasn't updated yet with like something to do with Angie and Tenko, but maybe it only happens after a trial is over. We'll see. Our culprit Himiko prepared her seesaw trap ahead of time.
Then she waited for me to host the seance, and suggested the middle room. She led us all into holding the seance right where she wanted it. Then, she killed Tenko, all according to plan.
This murder does seem weird though, like, only people who are in the room could have really planned the murder. So it must be Kaio. Because I don't think it's Himiko. Because she liked both of the people who are dead. So... And he, I guess, does have a point that Himiko chose the room. I don't know, we'll see where this goes.
That's a lie, right? Himiko did such a thing?
In the end, Himiko, who Tenko cherished and loved, tragically killed her.
Wait! We don't know that, right? He's wrong, right, Himiko? Himiko would never kill Tenko, right?
Kill Tenko? I killed Tenko?
No, Himiko.
Himiko?
What's wrong, Himiko?
Was she gonna have like a huge personality swap or something? Is it true that using the middle room was Himiko's idea? But does that mean that Himiko really liked Tenko? Ah, okay, so that was the intermission. But we can just continue. Plot twists all around. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be Himiko. But I'm not too sure what's going to happen next.
Well now.
Looks like we've reached the intermission segment, which means it's time for our Guess the Victim quiz.
A victim quiz? Not a culprit quiz?
The only victims are the people who are still watching this drawn-out, boring crap.
True. Why are you being such a downer all of a sudden?
It's okay.
It's okay. I am sure everyone is happy. How do you know? They could be skipping this entire conversation for all you know. I can't take it. Can't take it anymore. I'm the real victim here. Me! Why are you getting upset? If anything, I'm the real victim. I gotta put up with all this nonsense all the time.
Absolutely right!
That's the right answer, Monodam!
Why hasn't he said anything?
Hey,
Exactly. Because there are no victims. Yep. Even if you're killed in this killing game, you're a winner. Because then everyone warns you, and you get tons of posthumous... What is that word? Posthumous popularity.
Daddy!
Oh, Daddy, you don't need to reveal these kind of things behind the scene details.
All right!
Dying makes you more popular. Then you gotta die soon, too.
Alright.
This is my impression of a spooky, scary ghost.
Cool. He's probably gonna die.
I'm fine with
Logic does not compute.
Huh?
Did you hear something?
No, I didn't hear anything.
You know what else is scary? Sweet buns. Yep, tasty, tasty sweet buns. So round, so sweet, so delicious.
That doesn't sound scary at all.
I'm scared too. Scared of losing my friends.
Oh, Mona, damn you, precious bee.
Did you hear something?
No, I didn't hear anything.
What's up with them ignoring him, though? Do they want to die?
Answer us, Himiko. You chose the middle room to lure us into your trap, did you not? Then you used that trap to kill Tenko, yes?
Well, Donkey Lips, did you kill that twat?
Twat? Isn't it twat?
Wait, must be some mistake. No
I guess I
way
shouldn't-
Himiko is culprit.
I shouldn't complain about pronunciations.
Then she needs to defend herself. Otherwise, this debate is deadlocked.
I don't care if you gotta use magic to do it, but say something already.
Are you even listening? No, I'm not listening. I don't care anymore. I'm too tired.
Oh,
Angie
Himiko.
died. Tenko died. Why did I have to survive? And now, you're all saying I killed them? I just don't care anymore.
Himiko.
Oh, the voice actor is so innocent.
Do whatever. If you want to vote for me, then just go ahead.
The game gets really blah if the suspect isn't into it.
That's not the problem.
Damn it. Don't tell me you've given up.
Himiko, don't give up.
Don't you understand? My life is riding on the outcome of this trial! Just shut up. I told you, I'm too tired. It's all just a big pain. I can't put up with it anymore.
What are you talking about? If you give up here...
You needn't worry. Himiko was the one who chose that room. Therefore, she is unmistakably the culprit.
It must be Kyle, because he's putting the blame on Himiko real hard, though.
Impossible! Himiko would never kill Tenko! Himiko not that kind of person! Gonta can tell by Himiko's face!
Himiko's a little slow, so I don't think she's capable of handling a complicated crime.
I also think Himiko's not the culprit. Somehow.
Either way, we gotta look for more possibilities.
That does seem like rather a pointless quest.
No, it's not. We gotta be strong. Gotta keep thinking. Then we might find new truth. So no give up, Himiko!
I have nothing to say right now, but I'm just taking it in. Also, no one watching, so I can't really converse. But, we'll see.
Performing the seance in that room was Himiko's decision, was it not?
What if
Wasn't.
someone steered her into picking that room?
Of the 3 empty rooms, why did you select the middle one, Himiko? Because you laid your trap there.
Was trap only in that room? Other rooms may be trapped too.
Yeah, that is
even
true.
if Himiko picked...
Well, Kichi was investigating the neighboring room from where the seance was held. Why did they have the crosspiece like this though? Ah,
the
because
room. Someone else could have set that trap.
then it wouldn't matter which room you
Your
choose.
opinions are empty words.
So it must be Kyo.
Performing the
In that room.
was
Himiko's decision, was it not? What if someone steered her into picking that room? Of the 3 empty rooms. Why did you select the middle room, Himiko? Because you laid your trap there. Was trap only in that room?
Other rooms may be
Yeah.
I agree. It's just like Gonta said. Each room was the same. They were all trapped.
What? Is that true?
Kokichi will tell you.
What?
I was way too careless. Wait, what are you talking about?
Yeah, so he stepped through the
While you were in
floorboard
the
at
room
some
next to
other
the crime
in the other
scene,
room.
you found a loose floorboard, right?
Well, I didn't find it so much as I stepped through it and tripped.
What? Hold on! There was also a loose floorboard in the next room?
So the culprit prepared a trap in all 3 empty rooms, not just the middle one.
If the culprit set traps in all the rooms, then they wouldn't need to select a room themselves.
So the real trap was for someone else to pick a room and take the blame.
Oh, it's so him.
I see. We were caught in the culprit's trap all along.
Especially you!
But now there's no reason to suspect Himiko, right?
Himiko, do you remember what Tenko told you?
Oh, touching times with Tenko.
Live life facing forward. She said that to you, right? If you give up on living, you'd be betraying her memory. We're all trying to keep our promises to the dead.
Well, no one cared about Rintaro or Ryoma, really. Especially Ryoma. Sad times.
This trial, it's not just for our lives. It's for everyone who's died as well. That's why we can't give up. This is our responsibility. We live on.
You're right. Yeah, that's right. If I gave up here, I wouldn't be able to face Angie or Tenko.
I'm guessing Himiko's gonna be like slightly different personality after the trial.
That's right. So let's do our best.
Alright, I'm not gonna say it's a pain anymore. I
Yeah.
won't give up. I'll fight
That's it,
alongside
Himiko.
everyone and survive!
Do not say everyone. After all, the blackened is still among us.
Jeez, there you go. Killing the mood like usual. But damn, well said, Shuichi. That's what I'd expect from my soul, bro. Your soul, bro?
Sure.
Well, anyway, do you think the Blackened this time has some sort of superpower?
Superpower?
What
Like
are you
what?
talking about?
Well, as a self-proclaimed expert of stepping through floorboards, isn't it weird that no one stepped through that floorboard before the culprit used it?
Oh, well, that's easy to explain, Kokichi, because they set up the circle, and the circle was special.
That is a good point.
It must have been barrier magic. Well, that's one possibility, but I think it might have been something else.
The circle! The salt circle! Where is it? Magic circle.
This is it! It's because of the magic circle at the scene of the crime.
Although it's weird that Tenko didn't activate the seesaw while she was setting up her thing in the middle. Or the guys who were carrying the cage didn't set it off, but maybe the wooden floor plank was just like that long that it went outside of the circle or something. I don't know. I don't think it went outside of the circle. So someone must have had to step on the edge of that circle before Tenko. But okay, details.
Before we began the seance, we were warned not to step on the circle. The floorboard in question was within the circle. That's why.
So the magic circle's purpose was to keep us away from the whole trick.
That was part of the culprit's plans too?
And the culprit is... Yeah, this one was much easier to figure out. It has to be Kaio.
It has to be
But
you.
I'm not too sure what his motive is.
Kyo.
Nakia.
Was it
okay.
you?
Whatever are you talking about?
I'm talking about Tenko's murder.
Kyo? Why do you suspect me?
Because you were the one who drew the magic circle. The circle kept us from discovering the seesaw trick. But that's not all it was for. In order to make the murder succeed...
Why would he want to kill Tenko? Or did he not really care who it was?
variables like Tenko's position and the placement of the cage needed to be defined. And those variables were defined by using the magic circle. In short, the circle itself was the most important tool in this murder. Knowing that, the person who drew the magic circle has to be the culprit.
Logical.
Well, Kyo?
Answer already! Did you do it?
He's gonna start freaking out and stuff. Like all of them. Yeah.
What is so funny?
I was just thinking. So this is how each Blackened must have felt. What an intriguing experience this is.
What? An intriguing experience?
But if I am the culprit as you claim, then I stomped on the floorboard, yes? So, do tell. How could I have stomped on the floorboard during that darkened seance?
I see. That is problem.
Unless that is made clear, you cannot be certain I am the culprit.
How can you be so calm when you're backed into a corner like this?
I will explain that in due time. Please answer my question first.
You know they're the culprit. Well, they don't say, I'm not the culprit, but they just try to counter your arguments. The culprit stepped on the exact floorboard. I don't know. I actually don't know for this.
Wait a minute. Maybe...
Did you figure it out?
That's what the culprit didn't have to see at all because they used L touch hearing. I don't know. None of those make much sense to me. No. I don't think you could use touch smell.
Oh no!
I guess touch, sure. I'm not gonna guess sixth sense.
That's it!
Okay. But I don't think you could use touch because
the culprit used touch. They didn't see.
If you felt your way, then you would disturb the magic circle and then people would notice that, right?
That way they could get around in the dark. Like how...
Wasn't Seesaw in middle of room? Gonta doesn't think it was near wall.
So they probably used something besides the wall to move then, right? Were there any other markers within reach?
Of course, the answer to that is there was nothing of the sort.
A landmark they could have used to determine where the floorboard was. Yeah. Dang it, okay, let's see. What could it be? 2 words. Candle? No. D? No. A. Oh, what is it? M. Magic. Magic circle. Again? Magic. Okay, looks like it is. Magic. Circle. Got it.
That's it.
Easy enough.
The magic circle.
But I don't know how.
They used the magic circle. Remember? The magic circle was drawn with salt. The culprit used the salt's texture to feel their way through the dark.
That would be incredibly hard, even for someone expertised in knowing what the circle looks like and stuff.
I see. So Kyo traced the magic circle with his hands to get to the loose floorboard.
Oh, I see. You drew the magic circle with salt to use it as a guide.
An interesting thought. It is unfortunate that it is so wrong. Recall the document. What did the magic circle look like?
Based on the document, the magic circle wouldn't reach the corners of the room.
But he did put lines to the corners of the room.
So what?
When the room was darkened, each of us was in a corner of the room, yes? The magic circle didn't reach us, so I could not have followed it, yes?
But you're talking about the magic circle in the document. That doesn't mean the circle you drew was the same.
No, I most definitely drew it exactly the same. I have it perfectly memorized.
So which is it? Is there any way to check? Not anymore. The magic circle is a complete mess from being trampled on.
Trying the circle was told, but guaranteed it would be temporary. He was pretty good at covering his tracks on this. Would have gotten rid of the effect.
Everyone, may I have your attention, please?
What a pain. We don't have any way to check it now.
You know, we already know who the culprit is. I've said this, like, I think in previous games. But we know who the culprit is. And we're gonna spend the next hour or two figuring out who the culprit is. Even though we already know. It's very annoying. I guess I understand.
Excuse me, everyone.
If it was a real
may
life,
I have your attention, please?
If it was a real life situation, you would check this much to make sure you got the right person, because it is an actual life and death situation. But this is a game, and it's a bit drawn on too long.
Well, I guess there's no point in discussing the magic circle anymore.
Hey, may I have your attention?
Like, if you...
I said cut that out! It's too bright!
If you're going to draw it on this long, then you should at least make it so it's plot twisty enough that you only realize who the culprit is right at the end of the trial, not halfway through it.
I apologize. I just wanted everyone to listen to me.
About what?
I had Miu add another function to my body, in addition to the flashlight.
Is it a photograph thing?
What the? No way! Did you really? Stop! You can't! I didn't install it for that purpose!
What purpose did he...
Please, let me use it! With it, I might be able to save everyone.
Alright, so what is this function?
It's an image recording function.
Image?
Specifically, this function allows me to dispense a printout of my own memory. I'll give it a try. Ready?
What reason did Miyu want this to be used for? Oh, okay.
From your mouth?
I also used magic like that before.
This printout is my memory of being kicked out of the seance. Please confirm that the floor of the empty room is clearly visible. Go on, take the picture and see for yourself.
Okay.
It's a pretty poor picture, but it does the work, I guess.
Well, Shuichi, do you notice anything?
There! This helped a lot, Kibo. Without you, I never would have seen through Kyo's lie.
Ah, Kyo, you should have killed Kibo.
My lie.
You just said that you drew the magic circle exactly as it appears in the document. But that's a lie, isn't it? The magic circle at the scene had lines that stretched to the room's corners, which means that you would be able to find the floorboard from anywhere in the room.
So it was different from the document after all.
All because Himiko noticed. And because of Kibo, too.
Hey, where's my thanks? I'm the one who installed that function into Kibo.
But for what purpose, Miyu?
Hey,
What
yeah,
purpose?
what was it you were saying about its purpose?
Oh, to be honest, the purpose of that image recording function is to monitor my health.
What?
Specifically, I make Kibo use that function every day to analyze my turds.
What?
Your what? Why? Shit is a great indicator of intestinal health and gut bacteria quality.
I guess so, but that's pretty messed up to make him look at your poop. Even if he's a robot, that's still pretty messed up.
Plus, taking a satisfying shit does wonders for a woman's natural beauty, so... See? You're all grossed out! This is why I didn't want to tell you about my plan! Quit talking about your poop, no one cares.
Oh, you tell
Kyo,
Himiko.
You killed Tenko, didn't you? Just give up and admit it already.
So, Kyo, if you have any objections, you can...
Your deductions are fiction.
Are they? Fight me.
Well, since you've given me the option, to be honest, it's unimportant, but it may be an amusing diversion. Now I shall bear witness to your
Unimportant? What's
abilities,
that with everyone
Shuichi.
saying un?
Do entertain me.
Is unimportant? That's not a word. Maybe it is. I don't know anymore.
If you are going to claim I am the culprit, then what of the murder weapon? It was set up in the cage. The only people capable of that are Kokichi and Shuichi, who carried the cage. So suspicion should fall on them.
True, we could have placed the sickle there, but we could not have removed it later. Because we weren't the ones who lifted the cage. That was Himiko.
The only person who could have collected the sickle is Himiko. But the only people who could have placed the sickle are Kokichi and Shuichi. But in regards to that dilemma, I did not carry the cage, nor did I lift it. I had no opportunity to touch the sickle.
Oh, whoops, no. That was
So simply put, I am not the killer.
when he took the white sheet, but he would have had to been so quick, and like, I don't know how no one saw him do that, but okay.
The only person who could have collected the sickle is he. But the only people who could have placed the sickle are Kokichi and Shuichi. But in regards to that dilemma, I did not carry the cage, nor did I lift it. I had no opportunity to touch the sickle.
I'll cut through your words!
The only person who could have set up the sickle and retrieved it afterward is Kyo. That was done by covering the cage with a white cloth.
Like,
You could have secretly placed the sickle when you draped the cloth.
you can't go through the cage. You'd have to lift up the cage and put it in. Which, I have no idea how he would have done that without no one seeing. Especially Tenko not seeing. But okay.
And retrieved it afterward when you removed the cloth. Then, while everyone was distracted, you discreetly dropped the sickle under the floor.
Wonderful! That's exactly correct.
Okay, he's just gonna accept it now?
It's correct? Then why don't you give up already?
The trick I put so much work into is just wasted effort now. Alas.
So, it was you? You killed Tenko?
Okay, but we figured out Tenko. Did he also kill Angie? But why would he do that?
Let me guess. You'll never forgive me. Himiko, you must hate me so very much. Maybe you'd feel better if I was executed by Monokuma. But unfortunately for you, that won't happen. Because if you vote for me, every spotless, including myself, will die.
Because we're not looking for Tenko's killer right now. We're looking for Angie's.
What you talking about, Kyo?
You still don't understand? I killed Tenko, that is the truth. But it is meaningless in this class trial.
Wow, he got a free kill. Why did he even do it though? Or is that why you said it was a waste of a trick?
Meaningless?
You mean Monokuma's extra rule, right?
Yeah, I almost forgot about that too. So, alright,
You
game.
see, I killed Tenko, but not Angie. For us, Tenko's death is nothing but a trivial issue. Because the blackened in this trial is the culprit who killed Angie.
Trivial issue?
But he's probably gonna die next. Because someone's gonna be like, kill for kill.
No, that's gotta be a lie. You probably killed Angie too.
That is simply not possible. Recall that I was unable to enter Angie's lab.
Oh, only student council members and Kokichi could enter research lab.
How could I have possibly killed Angie when I couldn't even enter her lab?
We can figure that out. No one else could have done it besides you. If you're the one who killed Tenko, you gotta be the one who killed Angie.
I understand how you feel, Himiko, but maybe we can discuss this rationally and calmly. There is
That
a
never happens
non-zero
here.
possibility that Kyo is telling the truth.
So you understand how she feels. I see. Wait, robots can understand human feelings?
Of course I understand. I worked really hard to understand.
Hey, why are you getting all worked up, Kibo? Chill, dude.
That's enough! It's voting time! I'm gonna vote for him!
Voting for me will only help the one who murdered Angie.
Isn't Kyo culprit?
Of course I'm not. This case was an error on my part. Monokuma added that rule after both bodies were found, yes? How was I to know that the trial would only be for Angie's killer? Had I known, I certainly wouldn't have killed Tenko.
So we only killed Tenko to escape here. But what is his motive for escaping? I thought he was fairly happy being in his new room.
You're lying! You killed Tenko and Angie!
Now hold on. Jumping to conclusions here is dangerous.
We should talk it out more. This case might have juicy plot twists waiting to happen.
Nuts to that! Any way you look at this case, Kyo is obviously the culprit.
Okay, we're back at square one, pretty much.
Yeah, there's sort of no other way to look at it.
No, it's too dangerous to vote before we arrive at a logical decision.
The culprit's one of you! Wow-wee! This argument is getting intense! At times, the Ultimate Academy is proud to present...
Okay.
Yippee!
Why were you?
We won't forgive Kaya for what he did, but we can't vote until we know the facts. So, 3 people are dead this time. So our numbers are going to be going down quite a bit. I don't know how much further the game's got to go though.
Kyo killed Tenko and Angie!
I got this! But he couldn't get into Angie's research lab.
He forced his
that
way
wrong?
into Angie's research lab and killed her!
I got this! But he couldn't get into Angie's research lab.
The katana was found in Kyo's lab.
Kyo! Anyone could have entered my lab.
So Kyo did kill Tenko, but he not blackened?
Kokichi! Perhaps there's a second blackened we need to find.
He was planning to use the new rule to protect himself all along.
Kyo! Not possible. That rule was added after both murders.
We solved the mystery of Tenko's death.
I got this! Not yet. There's still another mystery to solve.
This is like Scooby-Doo now.
Kyo killed Tenko and...
Ah, maybe do them all.
Kyo killed Tenko and Angie!
Kibo! We don't know for certain that Kyo killed Angie.
He forced his way into Angie's research lab and killed her!
Oh,
I got this! But he couldn't get into Angie's research lab.
The katana was found in Kyo's lab.
Kyo! Anyone could have entered my lab.
So Kyo did kill Tenko, but he not blackened?
Kokichi! Perhaps there's a second blackened we need to find.
He was planning to use the new...
Kyo! Not possible. That rule was added after both murders.
We solved the mystery.
I got this! Not yet. There's still another
I
mystery
ain't even
to
letting them
solve.
talk. Okay, what's this again? What do we do? Oh wait, 1 to 8.
This is our answer!
It would be a mistake to vote before we've completely solved Angie's murder. And there's still the mystery of Tenko's murder.
Mystery? What kind of mystery?
Well, Kyo's confession derailed our conversation a bit. But we still have to go over one of the clues found at Tenko's crime scene. I believe it might even have something to do with Angie's murder.
What was left at Tenko's murder? The hole in the corner? Oh, dried blood on the floor. I think that might be it.
This is it!
I'm a genius.
The bloodstain found under the floor. Maki and I found it during the investigation. It was beneath the floorboard that the culprit stomped on.
Is that Tenko's blood?
That bloodstain was too far from Tenko's corpse to have been hers.
Also, the bloodstain was already dry when we found it. But the blood from Tenko's body hadn't even begun to dry yet.
Well, that's weird. Why was that bloodstain the only dry one?
That is weird. It was dry because
Happened before Tenko was killed. Happened before the seance?
That's it! The bloodstain wasn't from Tenko's murder. It was there before we started the seance.
Before the seance?
Whose blood was it? Angie.
That's it!
But how could it be Angie's?
That bloodstain wasn't Tenko's. It was Angie's.
Was she killed under there and then transported to the other place?
Why was blood from Angie at the scene of Tenko's murder?
Yeah, wasn't Angie killed in her research lab?
Just because we found her body there doesn't mean she was killed there.
Ah, I guess that's possible.
If Angie wasn't killed in her lab, then that opens up a lot more possibilities. We assumed that only council members could have killed Angie since her body was in her lab. But if she died somewhere else, then we can't suspect just the council members anymore.
So the culprit didn't enter her lab, but waited for her to come out of it?
I'm not sure if the culprit waited for her, but they probably killed her when she came out.
Maybe she just tripped and fell. But then that wouldn't explain anything at the lab, so I don't know.
Well, I thought that was more likely from the start.
Like tripped and fell like how Kokichi did.
So I went to places Angie might have gone and checked all 3 empty rooms.
Places she might have gone? Why did you check the empty rooms then?
The empty rooms were the only places I could think of that Angie would go.
Did
Why?
Angie have business in rooms?
It seems Kokichi's up to his usual misleading nonsense again.
I do lie a lot, and I could be lying right now too. But I'm pretty sure someone's panicking right now because of my lie.
Is it Kyo again?
The art research lab is not where Angie was killed. She was killed in the empty room instead.
She left her lab on her own?
But why would she go into an empty room? There shouldn't have been anything in there.
Necronomicon?
Except for candles.
That's it! She wanted a candle!
Did the Necronomicon say you needed a candle?
Herself awake at night. She would drip hot wax on her body.
Typical
That
me.
sounds like something only you would do, Mew.
What did Kokichi see? Something Angie did. There has to be a clue there.
The art research lab is not where Angie was killed. She was killed in the empty room instead.
What was the cage side? In order to perform, including part, oh, this was her. This was Kyo's thing, not. So that shouldn't do anything with this.
She left her lab on her own?
But why would she go into an empty room? There shouldn't have been anything in there.
Except for candles.
That's it! She wanted a
candle! I agree!
That's it. Angie went to that room to get a candle.
Yeah, for kinky wax play.
No. Angie was going to use it for the ritual. According to the Necronomicon, to resurrect the dead.
Burn this book. I'm guessing she wanted to burn it using the candle.
Then, did she seek out a candle so she could burn the book?
That's right. There's nothing to start a fire with in Angie's lab. So she went to go get a candle from one of the empty rooms.
And that's That's when the culprit attacked her.
That's why there was dried blood under floor.
But how'd they attack her and all
Which
that?
means Angie was attacked in the same room the seance was held.
And why would they go to the trouble of setting up the research lab? Is that just
Bravo,
throw us off?
Himiko. Well done for choosing that room for the seance. If we hadn't done the seance in that room, then Tenko's murder would have been in another room. If that happened, no one would have discovered Angie's bloodstain under the floorboards.
That's right.
What a
Shuichi
coinky
and I only
did.
checked under the floorboards where Tenko died.
Yep, it's all thanks to Himiko for choosing the same room as Angie. This must be a Tua's will. Or maybe the power of magic.
It's neither. I just picked one.
Hold on. You're all acting as though you've proven that is fact already.
He's getting defensive again.
You claim Angie was murdered in the empty room, and then moved to the lab? Then how do you explain the large amount of blood in the lab? It may be possible to carry a body, but blood cannot be moved.
I think she was still alive after the attack in the empty room. She was killed after she was carried to her lab.
That means the culprit attacked her twice. No, she must have been tripped on the same board that Kokichi fell into. Except that she was knocked out, so then someone carried her to a lab. Wait, what is the question? What is proof that we're still alive after being attacked? I'm not too sure. I'm guessing maybe this. No, okay. But that must have something to do with this.
Oh no!
No, forehead. Was not bleeding, yeah, okay.
This is it! The fatal wound was a cut to the back of her neck from a katana. But she also showed signs of blunt force trauma, and I think I know why. After Angie was knocked unconscious in the empty room, she was killed in her lab.
I see. So that puddle of blood is from the killing blow. Ha! It's all clear now. Angie was attacked in the empty room, carried to her lab, and it was there that the culprit finished her off.
You know, a lot of these kills or murders would be more successful if people just didn't use very violent ways of killing people. Like, you can just suffocate someone, and who's gonna know it was you? As long as you don't leave evidence of the suffocation. Or you can just, like, I don't know, kick someone, or stomp on their chest, or something, I don't know. Something that doesn't involve blood would be a much easier way of killing someone without being caught. But I'm pretty sure every one of these deaths involve blood in some way, if I remember correctly, because you always have to have some dramatic reveal with blood everywhere.
All clear. This is all clear. What are you all talking about? All clear? What is all clear?
Looks like he did kill Angie as well. I don't know why he killed two people then.
What are you? All clear? What are you all? You what? What are? I will not fear.
Oh, what?
I will not back down.
Is he actually a she?
Korekio,
Calm yourself.
What?
Their words are all hollow. There is no meaning to any of them.
I'm guessing this is actually a guy voice actor though, because it doesn't sound that much like a girl.
You must teach these ignorant children a lesson.
Yes, you're right. Okay, I'll teach them.
I'm so confused. You got like
What are you mumbling about?
split personality?
Give me the goddamn willies!
Not yet. Nothing is clear at all.
It's full of doubts, of mysteries, of a dense, impenetrable fog!
You okay?
Nothing is clear at all!
You okay? Need a Snickers?
Angie was attacked in the empty room first, and then carried into the research lab? Impossible! Impossible! That's nothing but a delusion!
Uh-oh. Nothing. Dang it.
You intend to poison our minds with your delusions?
It's no delusion. Angie's 2 external wounds tell the story. After she was struck in the empty room, she was carried to the art research lab and then killed.
You say the culprit carried Angie's body? And not a single drop of blood fell? The hallway and empty room had no bloodstains. Even if you wipe them down
Oh, the
later,
bloody duct.
there'd still be traces of evidence left behind. But there was no evidence anywhere, was there, Shuichi?
I'll cut through your words. There was evidence left at the scene. The bloody tape under Angie's body.
What?
It was wrapped around her head to stop the bleeding while she was being carried.
Bloody tape? Gonta didn't notice at all.
It was under the body. It's most likely evidence the culprit should have gotten rid of. But since it was hidden, the culprit didn't notice and failed to dispose of it.
It must have fallen as the fatal blow was dealt, and ended up under her body.
It must have been Atua who did that for us.
What? Atua? How long are you going to keep that up?
Did he like kill them just because they were worshipping a tour or something? I'm so
Now we
confused.
know most of the mystery behind Angie's murder.
I'm convinced there's only one person who could have killed Angie.
It's gotta be Kyo again. He's the one acting suspicious.
It has to be you! It's you, Kyo. You killed Angie.
What the fuck? So it's true!
But why did
That
he
was
kill
obvious.
twice then?
Such a boring, obvious answer.
You killed both of them. Why did you kill them?
In terms of pure logic, only one victim was necessary to win.
Yeah.
Why? Why you killed them both?
Was he planning on just eventually killing everyone slowly so no one knew that he killed anyone else?
I think one of the murders was an accident.
Angie's murder was an accident? But then why would you kill Tenko afterward?
An accident?
That's right. It wasn't part of the plan.
Huh? Which one?
I don't know why Tenko would be the accident, but that's the only one that should be an accident. Because how can you accidentally kill someone and then choose to purposely kill someone? I don't know, but that doesn't make sense. Like, yes, Angie does seem like the more accident, but why would you then kill afterwards?
That's it!
On purpose. When you're already...
Angie's murder was an accident.
I don't get it.
What? Tenko wasn't accident?
That's right.
Why did he want to kill
Kyo
Tenko?
originally planned to kill someone with a seesaw trick.
Did he just
But while
really
he
want to
was
use his
making
seesaw
preparations
trick?
in the empty room, Angie walked in. So he decided to kill her in order to keep her from talking.
She just happened to walk in on the culprit setting up and was killed.
Then he should have just stopped there. Once he killed Angie, there was no reason for him to kill Tinko.
Yeah.
You only needed to kill one for this game. Killing two is pointless. If you get bonus points for killing more, then sure. Otherwise, it leaves more clues behind.
Why, Kyo? Why you kill two of our friends?
What on earth are you talking about? No, I'm not the culprit. So, why is everyone looking at me like I am?
Seems like he's got some split personality.
Why? Why are they?
Or
Why
he's
is
just
it?
failing at lying.
Calm yourself, Korekio. Yes. You mustn't raise your voice. You mustn't stutter. You mustn't lose composure. You mustn't become flustered. You mustn't look at their horrid faces. This sorry lot is not worth agonizing over. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
There he goes again. What the hell's wrong with him?
It almost
I'd like to know too.
he's talking with someone.
Someone? He's just talking to himself. And why the hell is he wearing lipstick?
No matter how loudly you protest, this is a trivial matter. I will never acknowledge your allegations. Not a single one of them.
But you did admit to killing Tenko.
So you see, there is no evidence that I killed Angie. No, I will not acknowledge it. I will only acknowledge facts, true events. I won't acknowledge fiction, I won't acknowledge your deductions or guesses. Well said. Good job, Korekio.
This is really weird. Is he like dating himself?
Yes, thanks.
Creeps me the fuck out!
You're wrong. There is evidence.
What? You do realize bluffs like that won't work, yes?
The weapon that was used to knock Angie unconscious in the empty room. That weapon tells us the whole story, Kyo.
That's not possible. I think you may have misunderstood. Apologize. Come on, apologize. Apologize.
Yeah, the girl voice really doesn't work.
Apologize. Come on. Apologize. Apologize, apologize. Apologize, 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 apologize.
Seriously, what the hell's happening?
I know what weapon he used on Angie. Oh, what was this one?
To admit.
Oh, this one.
You are simply wrong. Yes, I'm not the culprit. So I have nothing to confess. I have nothing to admit. You are simply wrong. Yes, I'm not the culprit. So I have... Why must you force your delusions on us? Your logic. That's merely a delusion. Well said, Korekio.
This is so annoyingly hard.
Why must you force your delusions
Gotten a bit better though.
Your
No.
logic. That's merely a delusion.
I said a bit, not lots.
Well said, Korekio. To continue this debate is meaningless. Why must you force your delusions on us? Your logic. That's merely a delusion. I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Korekio speaks
what?
the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. Apologize.
No.
Apologize.
Oh, this is
I
hard.
told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Korekio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. Apologize.
Apologize.
Apologize.
I'm so confused.
I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot.
Oh,
Apologize.
getting hard.
Apologize. Apologize.
Apologize.
I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that?
Actually do better without knowing when the
You have
circle
no
thing's going.
proof that Correcchio is the killer.
It ends here!
Whoa, what? Wait, do they have to make every person sexy? Even the guy?
Keo hit Angie with
Or is he a guy?
floorboard used in the seesaw
It's very
trick.
confusing.
I see. And how do you know the floorboard was the murder weapon?
There was a small patch of dried blood on the underside of the floorboard.
Angie's blood?
Blood that spattered there when the culprit struck Angie with the board. But that's not the only evidence that she was hit with that floorboard. There's also the blood stain under the floor to consider. For that to be there, the floorboard must not have been in place at the time of the attack.
Good point. Had the floorboard been in place, her blood wouldn't have splattered beneath it.
Keo's earlier confession is further evidence that the floorboard was used.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like Ichi's thing, where like Angie fell and hit her head on the floorboard and then went unconscious. And then Keo just took her to the lab and finished her off.
How?
If the weapon used to hit Angie is the floorboard from the seesaw trick,
It means the culprit knew about the seesaw, so the same person killed Tenko and Angie.
That is quite the scream. That would have been fun to do in the voice acting booth.
I believe that while Keo was setting up the seesaw, he was holding the board when Angie walked in.
And he cold-cocked her with a floorboard.
all you can do now is accept it. You even confessed to Tenko's murder already.
So it's true. This is the truth.
But I'm not too sure how he would have convinced everyone to do the seance if Angie didn't die.
Looks like we're almost at the end.
And did he want to kill Tenko specifically, or just anyone?
All right, Shuichi. I'll leave the finale to you. Bring down the house.
Thanks, Kaito.
Shuichi, please, put an end to this. For Angie and Tenko's sake. End this class trial.
I understand. I'll go over everything one more time. Keo, I want you to confess. No, I will force you to confess.
Alright, this is the final thing? Yes. And it only took an hour. Wow. Who is the culprit? Who was the culprit with? Wait, who was the culprit with the saw in the... That saw in... What? What weapon knocked Angie unconscious? Remove floorboard. What was compressing the injury? What weapon killed Angie? Whose effigy was stabbed with the katana? Do we have that yet? Nope. The handles. Spinning katana. This is a lot of setup for 2 murders, though. An Angie body was found. Who unlocked the door? I don't have that. What object did Tenko rest her forehead on? What weapon did the culprit set up on the iron cage? I don't think I have that yet. Who besides Kokichi was responsible? That was me, wasn't it? How was the culprit able to move around in the dark? Assault. When the culprit approached a go place. Oh, okay. How did the magic stuff get erased? Okay. No, that has to be the right place, right? What weapon did the culprit set up in the eye? Oh. Cool. Everything. Okay, this one's quite a long solving thing though. Keep you lockpicking for opening the door. What was that? Stomp hard on the floorboard. Stomp hard on the floorboard. Dun, 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 dun. Stab. These. That sentence does not make sense. I'm guessing it's this though. Yeah. Footsteps contaminating the system. That's everything? Oh, one more. Koichi extinguished the flame. And now I will do my brief talk about what's going on. So,
let's look back at the first murder.
Kaio set up his murder for Tenko, or at least for someone who was going to take part in his seance.
It was late, the culprit was...
But, while he was setting up,
to use the floor
Angie came in.
This would divert...
and messed up his whole plan.
To cut the cross, they were planning to...
He planned to cut the crosspiece to make a seesaw trap. But Angie came for a candle, and when she came in, she saw him setting up the trap. And he was like, "Oh no, I better kill you now."
Angie might not, but now that Angie,
so,
any other person...
As they were staring from across the room, he was like, "Oh yeah, go ahead and take a candle. Nothing's gonna happen to you."
The culprit took...
And then she went unconscious, but she was not dead yet, so he had to finish what he started.
The culprit did...
So he moved her to... Oh, well, I guess he duct taped her head first to remove the blood from dripping, then moved her to her research lab. Then removed the duct tape, but didn't remove it completely because he is incompetent. But while she was unconscious, he stabbed her neck,
without that
I guess. Is it coming up? I think it's coming up.
Carrying the supply. Locked the front.
Then he locked the doors to make it seem as if Angie was the only one in there.
And took out the...
And killed her for good. Brutal. Oh.
They then stabbed...
Then to exit, he first set up all of the effigies to make them look all weird and spooky for some reason.
There were two reasons to
Or
overwhelm
to,
the
I guess, to divert you from figuring out
the
the
culprit.
katana in Katie's body. Which is kind of silly. But
And
then
spun
he
the-
used the katana in Katie's effigy to close the door as he left.
After enough,
It went woo 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 and closed the lock.
once released, the handle of a difficult. The culprit also. Once complete, perhaps the room was.
Then that was the end of Angie, which moves on to us figuring out Angie's death. We were all shocked and surprised, except for
But the culprit.
Kyo, of course.
To do that,
But from there, he wanted to do a seance to try and
of the
bring
3 empty- I was invited
Angie
by
back. But it was all a ruse, because
Tenko volunteered to perform this.
I don't know why Tenko volunteered. That was a mistake on her
A
part.
small
But I
stone.
guess can't help it. I don't know why.
Tenko at that
But
position.
anyway, she did the ritual as planned. They helped set up the ritual
Next,
as
the culprit
planned.
we didn't realize it at.
But then, Kyo put the
They
sickle.
needed to set
He put it under the cage. And then,
while they were covered.
oh, the sickle goes on top of it, not inside of it.
Finally,
Just the blade hooks. Okay, that makes sense. I didn't even get that.
the culprit used.
Cool, cool. Then the statue hid the sickle.
After the
And then as the
preparation,
ritual went on, all the lights were blown out, so you couldn't even see if anything was happening. But Kyo knew what was happening,
in complete dark,
and he was ready to kill again.
when the song fit, but our culprit,
In the darkness,
right
He
after
used
we
the
started, it
salt.
would have been quite.
to get to the middle of the room.
They used the line. The
And
culprit,
once he figured out his correct location,
and when the culprit
he made a big thunk. Oh, wait for it. He made a big
found the
thunk.
floor,
You're gonna do a thunk? Thunk!
been lifted up,
Alright. Which instantly killed
and pushed
Tenko.
Tenko was she was
in the
killed
exact
right-
same way. Which is kind of weird why he wanted to kill in the exact same way for Angie.
After
But
committing.
okay. Then we turned back the lights
finished the
on,
ritual, we followed the.
and unfortunately, Tenko
And discovered.
was dead. And the murderer
While
quietly
we were and dropped it.
vanished all his evidence.
Ironically, the
It was a
culprit
pretty
of
good
that
murder, I
evidence-
gotta say. He could have gotten away with it if it weren't for these meddling kids.
However, he really. But now we. Kurekyo Shinguchi, the ultimate anthropologist. You're the culprit behind these murders.
I just want to know what his motive was, because there doesn't seem like there was much motive.
That's where my detective work leads us. It all fits.
Sweet Correcchio, there are times when it's necessary to admit defeat. Admit? Yeah. Okay.
Is he like mimicking his mother or something, talking to him?
So you finally admit you did it.
Unfortunately. Yes. Yes. It's unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. My one regret, my only regret, was not being able to make 100 friends.
Alright.
One
Maybe get a Facebook or something.
friends?
It was my dream to make 100 friends. Oh, it's so unfortunate! I was so close to 100!
What are you talking about? I do not.
Who gives a fuck? Let's vote for this kooky bastard and be done with this already!
Roger that! One voting time coming up!
The heart racing excitement as
The heart racing excitement!
As the blackened and the spotless finally face off!
It's voting time!
I wonder what is gonna be his method of death. I like Kokichi's pose. Very classy. I haven't actually looked at everyone's poses properly. Oh, poor Tenko. Oh, what? Oh, whoops. Oh, I wanted to look. Whoops.
Is this...
Retry.
We can't let it...
I wanted to look at all the faces. How much time do I get? 30 seconds. No, I hope Maki survives. She's also Precious Bean. I think it's mostly Precious Beans left, except for Kokichi.
Now then, it seems the voting has finished. Let's see the result. Who'll be chosen as the blackened?
Oh, we know. Shush. What is the symbol in the middle? Kinda looks like a Five Nights at Freddy's thing. Well, that was a very short trial compared to previously. Because last time the second half of the trial took like 2 hours. 2 or 3 hours. Almost. So this time it was very quick. I got pretty much A's on everything. Look at me go. Ah, now it's back to me reading. Wow, seriously? You're correct again?
Absolutely
Amazing!
right.
This is the third correct verdict in a row!
All right.
If you manage to get 12 correct verdicts in a row, you'll proceed to the bonus round. How's this gonna last that long?
For now,
It's finally over.
No.
No, not yet. I haven't heard his answer yet. Kyo, why? Why did you kill Angie and Tenko?
Right!
Yeah. You don't need to kill them both, no matter what motive he have.
Oh?
Motive?
Hey!
Did you have a motive? Did your motive have something to do with the transfer student who was resurrected? Even if it did, though, how did that trigger a murder?
Hey!
Don't tell me. You are actually scared of the resurrection ritual, Kaito?
Shut up!
Shut up. I never said I was scared. The resurrection ritual had nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. Because we're friends, I'll tell you. I never once believed in the ritual. I would never kill someone over such a silly thing as that.
What?
It has nothing to do with the motive.
Yeah?
Then why?
Yes.
For the one that I love.
There is someone that I love.
Yourself? From the bottom of my heart. Someone so dear. Someone I long for. Oh,
I love her.
oh, this is
with
getting
all my
spicy.
heart, and she loves me with all her heart.
It's just too spicy for Twitch.
Yes, we vowed an endless love to each other, forever bound by fate.
I honestly can't tell which one's his face in the two side ones.
None can come between us.
I'm guessing
We
he's
are
the one on
bound
the
by
left.
an intense love, no matter what anyone says.
What?
Bragging about your perfect love life. Some of us aren't that lucky. So, to see your lovers of yours, you had to escape.
Don't tell me.
That's why you killed Angie and Tenko? But why did you need to kill both? If you asked if I did it to escape this place, my answer would be no.
Wonderful.
Because I have no need to escape this place. The one I love is inside. What?
Wait!
Don't look at me. I'm not his lover.
Yeah.
Calm down, no one would want a disgusting stuff like you anyway.
Curse Sploosh!
What?
Hey!
Kyo, who is it? Who's the person you love?
Hey,
Is it really one of us? When I say inside, I do not mean inside this academy.
You see,
I mean, inside me. Okay.
sister.
Where's this going? What? Sister? What? Oh no, this is going down a bad path. Yes, the one I love lives inside me. My dearest sister.
Huh?
Sister? Oh, you and me too, Gunter. I don't know what's going on.
Wait!
Don't look at me, I'm not a sister.
Right?
Well, duh. If you were a sister, he would have killed himself already.
Wait!
A sister? But didn't you say she was your lover?
Whatever is the matter.
Alabama music starts. It is not that difficult. My sister is my lover. Oh. Okay.
I loved her so deeply. And she loved me so deeply. The fact that we were siblings meant nothing to us.
I think it should mean something.
They called it forbidden love. But none could stop the love we shared. Oh, how I long for my sister's warmth.
This game took a weird path.
The only time I felt at peace was when I was enveloped in my sister's warmth. For my beloved sister.
I had to.
Always messing around.
You have to escape from here, right?
No.
I had to kill for her.
Huh?
What?
Sister.
Was very sickly. She was always in and out of the hospital ever since she was a child. Because of that, she didn't have many friends. She always seemed to... Wait. So is he killing people to have them, like, in heaven with his sister? This is a whole new level of messed up.
However,
Even if I could be her little brother and her lover, I couldn't be her friend. So I thought I'd find her some friend. Friends for my dear deceased sister.
huh? Do
Deceased.
you understand?
My sister is now a ghost, so her friends should be ghosts too, right?
For my beloved sister.
This whole levels are messed up. And he wears lipstick so he can feel like he's his sister. For my sister's sake, I've killed many. To send her 100 friends. They were all wonderful people, worthy of being sister's friend.
Huh?
Incomprehensible.
This is too impossible. To understand, too impossible.
Sister.
Sister is very happy.
Yes.
Yes, Kyo. I am very happy. Thanks to you, I am not lonely.
What?
Could be the lipstick version of Kyo is.
I am Korekio's older sister.
Thank you for looking after my little... This is getting weird.
What?
I don't even want to voice act anymore.
Yes.
After I lost my beloved sister, I was so distraught I nearly went mad. My sister came to save me.
I am pleased.
She visited me during one of my seances and stayed inside me.
Sister.
Now I can see her whenever I want. I'm never lonely.
Correcchio.
That's wonderful, Correcchio. Your love made the impossible possible.
Are you serious?
Is it this really a spirit?
I told you.
He's just delusional. What a sad girl who can't even believe in the power of love.
Ew.
Either way, he's totally out of his mind. I mean, he kills for a dead chick.
Well, you know.
You said you killed a lot already, right? So it wasn't just the two you killed here.
What was that?
Well, he did seem like he was pretty well prepared at killing. Tenko's kill was very well put out.
Because?
You didn't kill to escape from here. It wasn't your purpose from the get-go. You wanted to slaughter a bunch. Oh.
Unacceptable.
You're not making me out to be some bloodthirsty, indiscriminate killer. I only kill girls who I think are worthy of being sisters, friends.
Huh?
Only girls. I see, so when you were deciding on who should be the medium. Oh, okay. You would best work with a girl. So has he like used his seance multiple times on like heaps of girls to just kill them? I spent my time evaluating all the girls here.
Wonderful.
And besides Maki and Miyu, they were all worthy. What's wrong with Maki? I think Maki's alright. All worthy of being my sister's friend. That means Himiko would have been next.
Why you?
Probably. Hey, how come I'm not included? I mean, not like you care.
Then...
So the second victim could have been me? Tenko died in place of me. Oh yeah, Himiko did say she wanted to do it.
Excellent.
Himiko would have been great, but Tenko volunteering made me so happy. Her noble, earnest heart made her a perfect friend for sister.
Wonderful.
She even infiltrated the student council to protect Himiko.
Huh?
Infiltrate, really?
But
how did you? It was obvious to me. I've studied many people. Yes,
Can this
she stood up
be?
against the darkness of the school all by herself. All for her beloved friend.
Beautiful.
I was so touched by that. Wonderful, she was a perfect friend for sister. I can't understand why you didn't like her, Himiko.
Well.
Though, I was planning on having you become sister's friend too, eventually.
No way!
What? You do all of that for? Wow, you did all of that just to kill? For you to go that far, that's pretty impressive. You were interested in the caged child. Just so you could use it to kill someone, right?
Let's see.
Oh, excuse me. It interested me as an anthropologist, of course, but more than that.
For my beloved
I wanted to kill for my sister. I cannot deny that overwhelming, powerful feeling.
are you okay?
God, are you okay? Kind of pale. You can't feel a ghost, can he? Allow me to explain, though. I did not plan to kill both of them. I knew I would have plenty of chances at it after escaping this place.
However...
But Angie walked in on me preparing, and I ended up killing her a different way. So I figured I may as well kill someone else too. After all, it would be a shame to just waste the seance I prepared.
What is that?
You're talking like you killed her just because you could. No, not just because I could. I was sending another friend to sister.
Correcchio.
Correcchio, you're such a thoughtful little brother. But it was bad to get greedy.
Oh dear.
You're right. Because of that, now I can't send 100 friends to sister. Do you understand now? Those were the circumstances of Correcchio's crime. I do not understand. This is all too impossible for me to understand.
Why?
That's right. Killing 2 friends for your dead sister.
But how?
That's wrong. That's so wrong. Oh, don't get so worked up. There's nothing I learned after someone's death. There's something I learned after someone's sister's death.
Do not worry.
Death only changes a person's form. The soul lives on as a ghost.
That's right.
Even though I'm a ghost now, I am always with Korekio's side.
Sister.
Thank you, sister. I love you. Cut it out already.
What was that?
I do not understand anything you're saying. Nothing is making sense. It's not fair. Why did Angie and Tenko have to die for something so unfair?
Well...
Because death is unfair.
And another...
All deaths are unfair deaths. Why do you think news stations get such high ratings when they're reporting about deaths? Because everyone likes unfair deaths.
Maybe.
Well, if you looked at it like that, this whole killing game embodies the philosophy, right? Gifted high school students forced to play a killing game? Man, if people were watching this, they would get a kick out of it. If people were watching it. Knock off that. Only 6 would enjoy watching this.
You got me.
Hell yeah. If I wasn't in the killing game, I would have so much fun watching.
So then...
The nature of this killing game is yet shrouded in mystery. But my role in it is over. I have finished my explanation to you, friend.
Sister.
I think I shall go and see her now. My beloved sister.
Sister.
I am unable to send her 100 friends. But at least I can see her again now.
Korekio.
It's right, sweet Korekio. Come to me.
Oh.
Looks like you're already prepared. Now then, let's get started. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. Punishment time.
Huh? Sister.
My beloved sister, at long last, I'll finally see you again.
That's right.
Yes, from now on, no one will try to stop us. We can be together without having to hide our love from others.
What?
I can't accept this.
Therefore,
Like I said, there is no such thing as death that can be accepted.
from an anthropological
Why do you think so
point
many
of view,
different cultures have funeral rites? Why do you think rumors of ways to resurrect the dead never cease?
Yes.
The living must find a reason, however forced to accept death when it happens. How you come to terms with death also determines how you live, yes?
What was that?
That was the answer I reached. How about you? How would you live a life that faces death?
Now then,
I prepared a...
very...
Okay.
I shall observe.
I will watch over you all as a ghost. As your friend, I will watch over you.
That's right.
It won't be just me and Kiriko. All of you who died will be watching. I'll be watching to see how you face the death of your friends.
Humanity
I'll be
is
watching
beautiful.
forever and ever.
It's punishment time!
Let's see how he goes. This was definitely a weird murder trial thing. Okay. Cultural melting pot. He also did say previously he had a lot of experience tying up people. Is he just getting cut in half? I'm so confused. Oh, okay. Boiled to death? Monodam's gonna throw one of them in the fire, I bet. I can see it in his eyes. Wait, is he going? Oh, he's going. Wow. He's gonna be with his sister. Why do they have to be naked? Alright. Is he gonna like kill the ghosts? What? Oh, okay. Rightio. Weird. What?
How gory!
No, Monodam, why?
How
Well,
can
what?
this be?
to think my cute child would commit suicide. Ah, it's so cute. It's so freaking cute that he would kill himself because he couldn't get along. My Monodam committed suicide. Had I known this would happen, I would have been nicer to him. The only reason Monodam obsessed over getting along was because everyone but me bullied him.
That's right!
Yes, the other Monocubs drove him to suicide, but not me.
Hey.
Huh, who's Monodam? You already forgot. That's kind of scary.
Well now.
Well, it looks like another class trial has wrapped up without incident, so I'm gonna take back the Necronomicon. Seems like a waste, though. You guys sure you don't want to use it? You guys should have brought someone back to life and added them to your roster. Shut up. How long are you going to keep talking about that?
I told you.
Ignore him. The whole resurrection ritual is an obvious lie. He's just trying to shake us up mentally to get us panic.
What's the point?
I'm assuming you'll think another murder will happen if you do that, right? Who can say? What a waste. If none of you were going to use it, you should have let me have it. Then I could have resurrected one of my dead siblings. Which one? I don't know. They were all pretty terrible, actually. Wait, did one of us die? Could have sworn that it's just been the two of us this whole time.
Oh yeah.
It's too bad you missed your chance to raise the dead. That's what you get for doubting me.
So long. Farewell.
Even now, he still talks about raising the dead.
Always messing around. Of course!
But
There's one thing this case taught me. I thought there was a god watching over us. There isn't, after all. Not in this academy.
You're right.
Well, that's why we have to work together, right? Face it together. Our ultimate talents are the best weapons we have.
Going to do his best.
Then going to do his best to keep everyone safe. Going to want to protect. But your talents is etymology. I don't want Soichi to use his ultimate talent anymore. I'm getting sick of class trials.
You're right.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, your talent is as an assassin is way more trouble. When are you going to use that, huh?
okay,
I'll work hard until everyone trusts my ultimate talent.
that's right.
It may not be possible now, but I'll put it in the effort so everyone can trust me. I won't run away anymore. I want to survive and escape this place with everyone else. No! Don't say that! That means you're going to die next. Whenever someone's inspirational and stuff, they often die. I see. I wonder how long that'll last. What if your true calling as a killer shows? Don't underestimate her. Maki Roll's one of my sidekicks.
Got a minute?
I don't remember being a sidekick, also. Didn't I tell you to stop calling me Maki Roll?
Oh.
You guys are so close now. This must be the powerful bond of friendship. But I would have preferred it to happen sooner, especially not after losing 7 people. You're right, only 9 people left now. Which means possibly 4 trials left. But I think they don't usually go that long. I think there might be 1 or 2 more trials left. Oh, what do you know? The dumbass can do math. That's right. 7 pieces of have been flushed away, and only 9 remain.
Actually,
By that calculation, doesn't that make you one of the pieces?
But,
Just 9 of us.
well, you know.
Humans are like weeds, too numerous to count. 7 of us dead. Doesn't mean much in the end.
Shit. How rude! But you know, I believe in you.
Okay. Well, of course.
Hey.
How exciting!
I don't really care about
No
reading
way.
some of this. They really do talk too much. I'm missing her.
You alright?
Himeko, you okay? Anything Gunter can do to help, you can tell Gunter.
Hey,
I think we should let her have some space for now. That might be the best for her.
okay.
I remember how I felt.
Oh.
Gunter understand.
You're so dumb.
Oh, great. Someone's like vacuuming or something outside. God, Himiko, you're such a liar.
Huh?
Because I'm a liar.
Personally, I don't think lies are exactly a bad thing. Let's face it, you wouldn't have any free will if the world was compromised with just the truth. But even then, I don't think it's good to lie to yourself, you know?
Right?
What are you saying? Think about Himiko's feelings a little bit.
Nuh-uh.
I only said this because I thought about it.
Because?
Himiko has been lying to herself about her own feelings, so she's been holding back.
Hey!
Hey, what are you repressing? Why are you trying so hard to hold back? Oh. Tenko, Angie, I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely without you two. But I gotta survive. I still can't go to where you are. But I'm lonely. I'm so lonely without the both of you. Poor Himiko. See, Himiko's not that bad, even though Snizzy and Oh Yikes did not like her. I think Himiko's a precious being.
Damn it.
She was lazy before, and I'd say that her what a pain attitude was quite bad, but she's changed. She's changing. Only took her two best friends to die, but she's changing. She cried for a long time. Cried as if she was releasing all the emotions she had bottled up inside. Before we knew it, as if lured by her doing so, we began crying. Oh no. The tears we shed, I can't even describe it. We were crying about what we had been through and what was to come. Sadness, hatred, frustration, discord, anger, love. Tears filled with emotion. But at the very least, they weren't tears of submission. They were tears to push forward. At the end, after a while, Himiko finally calmed down. However,
Is she hard to carry, Gonta?
I don't think anything's hard for Gunta to carry.
No, she fine.
Well, this is a sweet picture.
She's sleeping very peacefully.
She's all tuckered out after crying. Robots sleep well after leaking their oils too, right?
I have told you many times that I do not use oil as my fuel source.
What does he use?
But wow, that really surprised me. She passed out as soon as she stopped crying.
Yeah, but she looks so peaceful sleeping like that.
She probably felt better after letting it all out, don't you think? Yeah, I hope so.
Then go to carry Himiko to her room.
Make sure you focus real good on your back, you hear me?
What?
You'll need that focus if you want to feel her little mosquito bites poking ya!
There's no way he'd do such a thing. Gonta is a gentleman after all.
While we were heading back to the dorms, I suddenly noticed Kaido had stopped in his track. Kaido was wrong. Nothing. I just wanted to get some night air. Don't worry about me. Going ahead.
Huh?
You sure?
Well...
Anyway, don't do something like this again, okay? If you dislike scary things, then you should have said so earlier. I thought you were sick. You worried about me? Yeah, worried about your stupidity. Still haven't warmed up to me, huh?
But...
Maybe not, but I feel like the walls we had up are coming down a little, you know? Perhaps those walls were her enemies. It seems like she doesn't want to wait anymore.
Got it.
Yeah, 'cause of me.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe, but you sound like you're bragging, Kaito. But like I said, I'm gonna get some air before I go back. You go on ahead without me.
Okay.
Sure. Got it. See you tomorrow.
Got it.
After our goodbyes, I returned to my dorm room. I didn't notice what was going on with Kaito. Does he actually have like some sickness? Oh.
Damn it. I don't have time to be dying. I still haven't gone into space yet.
What's wrong with him? Is he like not going to die by a murder? Gonna die by a sickness?
Damn it. No way am I gonna die here. No way.
Francis Duke from beyond the grave. Only 9 people left. Alright, we'll save here. Oh, hello. I'm just about to end, sorry. You missed out on today's stream. But you can watch it back as a video. Let's just get a sneak peek at what's going to happen next. A few days ago. Alright.
Hey there. Guess I don't have to introduce myself, huh?
What's the time? I want to see what this is about. So, we just woke up from your nap. Okay. I want to see what this is about. Guess I don't have much to introduce myself, huh?
I get that this is probably pretty confusing seeing yourself like this.
I don't know if I should go into this right now. I feel like it might be too much. But we're seeing a video from Taro. I'm assuming talking to himself from the past to the future. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you for watching, anyone who did or does. And I will see you next time on CD Cruise Live, which will be probably Monday, my time. So, bye!